Hello, my name is Miss Miller, and today we'll be talking about big and small. Essential question. How do we classify objects by size? Standard. Classify objects according to attributes big and small. Vocabulary. Big. Of considerable size, extent, or intensity. Small. Of a size that is less than normal or usual. Discussion. You can discuss with your class that when used as nouns, big means someone or something that is large in stature, whereas small means any part of something that is smaller or slimmer than the rest. And I typically like to use my hands when discussing big and small and introducing it. I would say big and have the students imitate. Small. Big. Small. Some activities. Typically, when teaching big and small, you can use sorting activities. So with this first activity, I would have two bowls with similar or like objects. Typically, it's best to have it the exact same so they can make the visual comparison in size. I would also label the bowl or have a card in front that says small with the image of a small item and big with the image of a big item. And then they see small here, big here. So when they have a pile of them, they know to sort the small ones, the ones that look like this, here, and the big ones that look like this, here. So again, I typically like to start with items that are the exact same. And then I like to move on to items that are different, but still a physical hands-on item that they can sort into big and small, as labeled here. Then you can move on to printable items. And students here have the same idea, big and small, and they're sorting them by size. Another activity you can use is matching. And sometimes students, once they're able to match the real items, they can move on to pictures. And if they're not able to actually determine if it's big or small, you can actually have the students match so they get comfortable with looking at size. Here, they've matched all of the big. Here, they've matched all of the small. And once they're able to match and sort big and small, then you can add in medium, small, medium, big. And the same here, big, medium, small. Resources. YouTube.com is a great resource. You'll have a host of videos discussing big and small when sorting by that topic. And you could look at the videos and describe what best meets the needs of your learners. Wow.boomlearning.com has a great interactive activity. Let's take a look. Here, you're sorting by big and small. Well, actually, they're indicating with this particular activity which item is big or small. So here it's asking for which is bigger. Students would press the bigger item. Which is bigger? Which is smaller? Which is smaller? There are also sorting activities on wow.boomlearning.com. So they would sort all of the small and all of the big items. You would drag and drop them. And submit. Resources. GetEpic.com. So Epic Books is great because it has a series of topics. Here, I've searched for big and small, and you can sort or search by age, reading level, fiction, nonfiction, format, language, you can take a quiz, and some after school. So here you can see all of the criteria of the books as listed. And one great option that I enjoy is the Read to Me feature, where the books will be read aloud to our students. Big and Small.
Big and Small by Ella Baker. This is a big bear.
You can pause it and stop to ask questions if you're doing this as a read aloud activity for your students in a whole group. For students who are unable to read print but still enjoy listening to books, this is also a great option.
This is a small bear. This is a big train. This is a small train. This is a big tree. This is a small tree.
Again, so Epic Books has a series of books on multiple topics. You can search and look for read aloud books. It has the Read to Me feature. Another resource is teacherspayteachers.com, where you could print out big and small activities. You could also laminate and create matching activities in addition to sorting. Liveworksheets.com is another great resource. Here I've searched big and small, and you have several activities. Students can indicate if an item is big or small. And here, this is an early one, so it's basically just asking, is it big or small? And you see they've compared the same object. So they can see this one is big, this one is small. This one is small, this one is big. This one is big, this one is small. This one is small, this one is big. I'm finished. Now let's check our answers. Go to the top and receive our score of 10 out of 10. In conclusion, big, of considerable size, extent, or intensity. Small, of a size that is less than normal or usual. YouTube, Boom Learning, Teachers Pay Teachers, Epic Books, and Live Worksheets have great resources and activities to teach the topic of big and small.